Hi everyone. I'm really glad to actually be here, and I had so much fun last week. It's super crazy to actually be here and to be able to talk to you once again. I'm going to invite a friend of mine who's been a type designer for quite some time now, and she will be joining me from Blanc Salvage Studio. Okay, so it's a pleasure to see you. Yeah, I mean, I we've been talking for so long, and uh, maybe even for a couple of years now about type, about life, about everything, and it's crazy actually to be able to talk to you like this right now. So I presented myself last week, and I think it's enough about me. So tell us all a bit about yourself. How did you start with the type design fonts? Where does it come from?
Oh gosh, it's actually an amazing story. And so I was working with my best friend for her company, the brand agency. And I was a creative director doing like women owned brands, creating all these brand designs and things like that, and doing Facebook and Instagram. And I came across this hand lettering course from Tila Cunningham. I don't know. Do you
Ye-
know who?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
So I purchased her course, but I really I did not have the time to do it. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to do it or not, but I would really just love the thought of creating pretty lettering. So I put it off to the side. Years down the road, COVID hits, everything goes crazy. Her and I part ways. And I had I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? Maybe now is the perfect time to do the hand lettering course. I mean, let me just see if it's still even a thing. I really had no idea
yeah,
if it was still popular. 'Cause you know how like font trends come and go. So I was doing some research one night and I came across an interview with her that was like 6 months before this. And I'm like, okay, well, if she just did an interview 6 months ago, maybe it's still, like really a thing. Turns out the whole course industry with fonts, especially, is bigger than it ever was before.
yeah,
So
definitely.
I dove in. I'm like, I got all the resources, but I couldn't find my Apple Pencil that I needed for Procreate. So I'm like, hey, where is this thing at? So I go and look for it, and it's in this back that was with a book that my grandmother had given me that was also misplaced. And the book is Jesus Calling by Sarah Young, which is so crazy because I'm like, okay, if this is like a sign,
Yeah, you
I
don't need anything else. Yeah,
the rest is history. I'm sold. So I did it. I started hand lettering, but it's not really what I wanted to do because I don't really like my handwriting, and I think you said the same
uh,
thing last.
absolutely. Yeah,
I
absolutely the same.
really gotta work at your handwriting, to, like for it to be good, but anyway, so I started doing more research when it came to the kerning situation because that is a whole
No,
monster on its
yeah.
own. Oh my god.
Whole
Like,
different world, yeah.
especially, like, with the hand lettering because whenever it meets, you really have to have it perfect. I'm like, "There is no way." I've been kerning for literally 3 weeks straight, and
Yeah.
there's gotta be an easier way to do it. So at that point, I'm like, "Okay, I need to do more research and see if I can find an easier way." Because in her course, it didn't kerning in groups, which she revised it this year, and now it does have that part in it. But without having that and then trying to build regular fonts, not knowing about the groups and stuff like that, I was like, okay, I need to learn something else here because I started,
Yeah.
I couldn't really get any. help. Like I was asking everybody like in the chats and the Facebook groups, like, do you know anybody with a course or like a YouTuber that I can watch? Or, like I want to learn how to do other styles. And I couldn't find anything. So I just started doing my own research. And that's how I stumbled upon Victor.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god, he's a godsend," because, I mean, I've not let him go since that point. It's just been like, if he's putting out a course, I'm jumping on it because, I mean, he's so thorough, and I just
Yeah.
love the way.
Yeah, I love it as well. I mean, you just go back to check on things like whether it's language support or kerning or whatever. I keep going after the course, like a year later, it's still there.
I
Yeah.
know, because you go back into it each time and you're, like, picking up, like, these little, like, keyboard shortcuts and extra little things that you didn't catch, like, the first or second time, so it's pretty cool. I just have fallen in love with it, and for the first time in my life, I really feel like ev everything is in alignment. So,
Yeah, yeah, I totally understand you. I mean, I started with hand fonts, handwritten fonts as well. And I wanted to do like those color fonts where you actually draw things with what color or whatever. And then you actually have to, if you do it on paper, which were a couple of first ones I did, you do it like with watercolor and paper. And then the problem was like, how do I remove the white behind the font, behind the letters so that you could actually see through them? And there was no info anywhere. Like you would search for YouTube and nothing. Like,
right.
I mean, yeah, you can do it in Photoshop. I mean, like removing the backgrounds, but with fonts, with all those small textures and everything, it was so, so hard. And I just said, oh my God, I cannot do this.
Right.
It's not working. Yeah. And then I also did the Procreate, but it didn't have the effect, on the color fonts.
Right.
So it definitely didn't work for me. And I just got so annoyed by all the, you know, if you want a perfect letter, you actually have to draw it like 50 times. And
Right.
that was just too crazy for me. Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to get into doing it on paper first. Like, you look at Jen Wagner's
Yeah.
fonts and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and they have so much character to them, and like her starting on paper, you can kind of see. Actually, I purchased her course too
Okay.
recently, and I haven't really got started with it yet because I've been watching Victor's
Oh,
italics
English
course.
talents. Yeah.
I'm like juggling over here one day, another day, which everything was kind of like in order, but
Yeah.
started three fonts kind of like at the same time.
Oh, wow.
I started I I started the one with Victor in March, which was he had me do something kind of different than my original idea. So I kind of put the original idea as a font for later, creating that one, updating Avava, because as you know, when we look back at our old work, it's like,
Oh, God.
oh,
Yes.
but just I gotta fix this. So I immediately like started taking everything down with Avava and redoing that one and looking at that
Yeah.
course, and it's just kind of been
Yeah. I've
all
noticed
over.
some screenshots you've been posting on Instagram, and it looks really great. I've always been after the good sunset elegant fonts. It's not so easy to find them. So yeah, I think it will be a huge deal when you release it.
It should. I mean, it has a lot of different personalities to it. Um, I know that I've been thinking about this a lot lately. So whenever you're making a multiple weight font, you're keeping your thin lines the same and you're increasing the weight from there. I did
Yeah.
something. I don't know if how true it is that once you know the rules, you can break the rules type of thing. But
So
I wanted to do something totally different because really with Obama, like the original idea of it, like looking back at it now, I'm like, I don't want it so high. I want it like this. So I wanted splitting the font and I kept the high contrast for like the lighter weights. And then,
and
so it's more of like a text version and then like, a little bit more high contrast whenever you go over
yeah,
the
yeah.
older. I'm like, I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do, but I did it.
Well,
And
I mean, there are so many rules when you actually go into it, like deep into the fonts. And there are so many rules, you just have to break them sometimes.
yeah.
I've been talking to Victor yesterday. I started a new, like, old fashioned, like a Roman with classical proportions.
Uh-huh.
And then it's a whole different world. There's like, 5 or 6 dimensions you actually have to follow. So like a square letter, you have to do H and O, and then the A should be a bit thinner. And there's something called, I heard for the first time about it. Square, no, root 5 square. Like what is it? And I go to Google and then you find proportions and it's so different. But
Yeah.
it at one point I just figured, look, this doesn't look good. I mean, because the E should be like half the width of the H
Oh,
and it just didn't look too good. So I just like, you make it a bit bigger to make it work with the rest of the letters. So I am all about breaking the rules. So yeah, we definitely
uh,
agree on that one.
I have been like seriously like going to bed at night, can't sleep. I'm like, oh, should have not have done it like that. I'm like, but I really want to design it that way. So,
Yeah.
somebody's asking. I know we need to get to the question. Somebody
Yeah.
says,
Yeah.
what would be the best way to learn font designing? You want to?
Well, I mean, I learned it. Well, the basics I learned all by myself, just as you did. But the thing that actually changed everything for me and for you too as well, I think, was the Victor's course.
Absolutely.
I can put that one later in the stories. I don't think it's open right now, but maybe during the holidays, Victor will actually be able to open it for you guys. It's just, there are 2 courses. The first one is like the basic one, like where you actually learn how to make glyphs, like each one from start, how to use the app. And that was like a game changer for me.
Yeah.
So the second one is italics, and I didn't even start it yet. I bought it on time because it was like an open window, but I didn't start it. And with all the moving, I was just telling Stacy before that I was assembling a closet in the bedroom and it was crazy. I had to take a shower and to get myself with the phone and everything here ready. And it's a crazy day. So, and it's been like that for the past 3 months. So, definitely go to, type design class on Instagram. We both recommend him, like,
Uh,
probably like the best source ever.
The absolute best. I mean, he's so thorough. If you can't get it, something is wrong because he is really there by your side, guiding you through it and always there to answer questions. So he's super helpful and he is very knowledgeable. And the way he
Yeah.
explains things is like perfect.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And I would also recommend, it's somewhere on the shelves. Um, for the new font I'm working on, I was actually using the book from Karen Chang, Design in Type,
Yeah, that one
which
right here.
can like each letter, like explained in detail if you want to make the serif, modern serif, sans serif. It's super, super helpful, like for the proportions, for everything. And it's really, I would like whole day, like going through the book and just, it's super, super good. Yeah, I'll put those and the stories after we finish this. Yeah.
And
If you guys have any other questions, sorry, Stacy.
no, I was just gonna say the course comes with tons of workbooks too.
Yeah,
So he's like you in so many different ways. You'll have more than information to dive into. So
that's true. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's changed the way, I mean, I did like before the course, I had published maybe like 80 fonts, but it definitely changed the way I work. It made it so faster. Like, depending on a font, I can finish it like 3 times faster than before because I was working in Adobe Illustrator with font self, and it's just not the same flow you have in Glyphs. And it
right.
was so, so good. Yeah.
I did okay, so the very first one I did in Illustrator, and I'm like, gosh,
Yes.
like it's harder to fit in Illustrator, like you have no idea because with glyphs you have the fit curve and like applying the
Yeah. That's a lifesaver. Yeah.
like you're really working super hard in Illustrator and you'll never be able to get it like you can get it in glyphs because
Yeah.
they just
Yeah. Like the right way, the right proportions, never.
now I haven't used font self with a script because I only did that one, but I would
Okay.
imagine pretty well, right?
Yeah. I mean, it works. It works well because they have a feature that helps you with kerning a bit. But again, you have to like check everything and it's not, a complete software about the font. So it's an add-in. I definitely recommend it for starters. It's not expensive. It's like maybe $40-$50. And it's definitely something like if you want to, but also on the other side, Glyphs has a free license for a month, I think. Maybe with the course, it goes 3 months. I'm not
Yeah,
sure. I don't remember now. Yeah, but it's definitely something to check. Yeah. So that's for me definitely. Yeah, the
they
course and
they have the mini version. What is that? That's like $50.
oh, okay. Okay.
Don't
Well,
have
that's amazing for saucers. Yeah.
but you don't have the capabilities of like I think diacritics and things like that.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you're really curious about doing font design, just go for the
Yeah.
big one.
For the big one. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
buy two separate.
Okay. I was so surprised this morning. I saw your newsletter and, you've been doing some cool stuff with the mockups.
Oh yeah. So I started
Tell me
off
about it. Yeah.
I started off doing mock-ups and with the fonts just to have like more products to offer on my website. And I also wanted to include textures too. That's been on there since last July of
Oh,
I last July of last year.
okay.
So it's still something that I want to do. I just haven't put that on the website yet. But I really like the mock-up idea and I would really like to pursue that too. And one of the reasons why I even like went the mock-up route was because font creation takes so long. I'm like, okay, it's gonna take me forever to build the products up. So I'm like, let me see what else I can incorporate on the website to be able to use.
Said,
So,
oh
so
no, it's a great idea. I mean, what you've sent in a newsletter and what you publish on a website, it's really cool and that's a different. So we all need them, mock-up soul designers, soul font creators. So that's really, really super cool. I love that.
Thank you. Yeah, we just not that you creating all these fonts. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna take me forever to create all these
Well,
because they take
oh,
look,
I'm
you
kind of alone. I don't have kids. I don't have pets. I don't have things that I like. So yeah, it goes a bit faster. Yeah.
right. Just the nephew that comes in town every once in a while, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's like a vacation of 2 weeks. I don't turn on my computer at all. So yeah,
Right.
it's not.
Like your full attention.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't he what re-
They've been here in July, I think, or June. I cannot remember really. Yeah, I think it was June, but they were in Madrid before we moved here. And I think they're coming after Christmas, after the holidays again. So for a week or two again. So it will be a January, like to relax a bit more and to, especially after the Black Friday and everything, we have to prepare for the sales and everything. So
yeah,
it will be a good way to relax a bit. Yeah.
I'm sure the holiday rush.
But yeah, it's crazy, I get, oof, it's, it gets a bit too much out of me, it's so cool. Like we have all these sales and everything. And usually the best months for me, for example, are October and November. But, it really drains you out thinking about everything, thinking about like newsletters, Instagram, Pinterest, all the marketplaces. And on top of that, this year I am, I'm going to try, to get my own new website on by, before the Black Friday and everything. So let's see how it works. And it's a work in progress. I've been approached by some people like, can we help you out and everything? And I know myself, I would be the worst client, Well, I'm,
Well,
I wrote it once on Instagram, like, I'm definitely kind of a person, like, I'll know it when I see it.
right.
So it's just something I have to do with myself and like put the things right there and not bother anyone because if, I don't know, I would never be myself. I would never be a client to myself. So I don't want to do that to anyone. Yeah.
So what platform are you using for your website?
I'm I'm definitely going with Shopify, because they have a lot of options. I know how to work better in WordPress because I did that like quite a while ago, but it's not definitely something I want to do. Like it seems like Shopify has more integrations. It's more simple.
Yeah.
So at least what I've seen so far, and yeah, I'm building it up. It should be like something a bit bold. And yeah, I don't want to, talk about it too much because I might not finish it until next year. So you never know.
It, it's a big project.
Yeah, definitely. No, I will definitely put up like 10 products first and then give myself time like to actually upload the rest slowly because if I try to upload all of these fonts and the templates I have as well, it will just take me too much time. So I'll probably like launch with some of the latest fonts, the best sellers, and then go from there.
I don't want from there. Yeah, that makes sense. That
Yeah.
your product selection is like huge.
One,
So
I've been, forcing myself to actually do more work this year. Last year, I didn't do it. Like there have been like months where I wouldn't publish anything. And the less I worked, the less I published. it gave me more anxiety, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not working that much. It just didn't work too well. So yeah, this year it's all a bit faster, and I'm definitely a type of a person that goes like 80%, it's enough. Like if I can do better than that, it's good, but it it never can be perfect.
Right.
So I don't try to bother myself with the perfection, because in that case I would never publish anything. So yeah, I mean I definitely do all that I can to make it perfect, but there's always the tiny thing that where you could work like for the next 3 weeks on one letter to make it even more perfect. But that's just actually me. And I don't think anyone will notice like that small dot or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Point you gotta put it away.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely all about like, just put it out there, update it later if you have to, or fix something if you have to, but just put it out there. And it's been crazy. Well, you launched mockups today. I launched a new holiday themed font as well this morning. I didn't send the newsletter because I sent yesterday the one about the live going on, and I didn't want to bother people, so that will wait a bit. But
Right.
yeah, it was just, it's a project with Creative Market in cooperation with them. And it's
Oh,
already on sale. It will be like exclusively available there for some time. And it's quite a cool thing.
awesome.
I saw before that, sorry.
No, no, no. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. They said the last time, well, I just don't like to do these themed things. Like I've noticed a lot of Halloween fonts, and oh my God, I just couldn't do it. I mean, I adore people who are able to do it, but I'm not able to force myself. Like now you have to do a holiday theme font, or Halloween font, or I don't know, Valentine's font, whatever. I cannot plan that way. It's just, if the inspiration comes, it will be good. I'll do it, but I cannot force myself to have that kind of a schedule. It's just not my thing. I don't know about you, but
No, no, no. I really would. That wouldn't be my thing either. I don't want to do anything themed like that. No.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I love this one for Create Market because I actually had idea like a couple of months back, and then the opportunity actually like presented itself, and I said, great, perfect. But if I didn't have already some ideas about how to make it, I definitely wouldn't go into it, because I, at the moment, I have like three different ideas for the fonts, but I definitely cannot work at two fonts at the same time. It's just, it doesn't work for me.
It,
You said like you are working on three of them at the same time. I would completely go
uh,
crazy.
it has been actually, it hasn't really been like all three at a time. I think I kind of like started the two because whenever Victor was like, what kind of font are you going to make for the course? And I was like, I'm going to do, the high contrast. And, like,
I'm
that's
sorry.
like kind of, so he's like, no, no, I want you to do a text font or a text typeface. And,
Oh,
we're going to add the italics. And I'm like, okay, you're really pushing my,
yeah, yeah,
but I know he wants to pull as much as he can out of his students. So I'm like, okay, I still want to go with this idea. So I'm just going to put it off to the side. So I think I have like the full uppercase set created, and then I just kind of stopped. And then, he has the one-on-ones with, different type instructors
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff on that, but I haven't really gotten back to that one yet because I'm like, I really just need to get Avava out of the way because juggling multiple ideas at the same time, it is way too crazy. After this, I will never do more than one at a time. But
Yeah,
Avava,
I totally agree with that. When it gets crazy, because you have to remember like all the thickness of the thick line and the thin line, and if it's like a square or whatever, it's an O, and then you have another font that has different dimensions, and it's just like you get lost, and I cannot. It just never works for me. I tried it, and I just gave up. Like I don't think I ever finished the second of those I've been working on. It was just too much, push it out, and it definitely a crazy thing.
yeah. Well, with Avava, I guess it was just like out of all of my fonts, that was the one that I was the most like unhappy with because it was the first one from moving from hand lettering to like doing just a regular sans serifs. I just kept looking at it and I'm like, I don't want it to go to waste. Like I can fix it. So instead of just taking it down completely, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make multiple ways. And then I was like, I'll do three. And then here comes four. Now it's like six. So
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like, oh, I have this idea, and this would be cool because then you can use it with this, and then you can use it together, and then the high contrast with the low contrast, or the text
yeah, yeah.
version. Wait, it's just the
Yeah,
list.
but definitely my advice, just put it out there. Like, I mean, finish it, like, but you can always add later, like italics if you want, or
Right.
text version. I've seen Jen Wagner's doing that as well. Like she puts like three weights and then it works. If she has time, she adds more. I did that as
Yeah.
well. And it helps, like just because in the other case, you get stuck with one font for like 2 or 3 months and it's just like, you have a feeling it will never get finished. So yeah.
That's exactly what happened. I had planned to release it in August.
Oh,
Things have come up since then, so it didn't get released. And now I'm to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm putting it out there that I'm releasing it in 2 weeks. So that's exactly what I have to do. So
yeah.
it's not it's not gonna grow anymore for right now.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely the best. And then next year you can add whatever you want to it. So yeah, I've been doing that for some time. And then you add like outline version or even I did for one of my fonts, I actually did both sans serif and serif. So yeah, I was experimenting with it and just like, but not at the same time, definitely.
Which which font of yours is the sans serif and serif? Because I've always wanted to do that.
It's called like it's in French. I always do it in French, and then I'm not able to pronounce it right. I don't really speak French, so I think that's it or something like that. I
Okay.
will send you the link later. Yeah, I did it like the Type Christian Serif and also Sunset. It was the Sun Serif first, but then I saw like the potential to actually make it more elegant and to add more things to it. So yeah, I did the serif thing as well. So I liked it. It wasn't the most successful one I had, but I loved it, and it was a great opportunity to actually see if you are able to convert one to the other. It doesn't always work, of course, but yeah, I tried it and just have fun, even the last font, Refugio, Refuge. It was like kind of an experiment, I like to have fun with it. It's
Huh.
just not to feel like, oh, this is work, this is work, this is work. I just like to, explore ideas and, you know, I make it work. it looks good, I put it out. And that's sometimes, I put like every week a new font, and it's not magic, but it's just like experimenting a lot. So yeah, that worked.
So, like, your ideas, like, when do you get, like, flooded with, like, the most ideas? Or is it like you're seeing something, like, whenever you're out and about and you're, you know, jotting it down in your notebook, or, like, how do you
Well,
get it?
yeah, you never know, it can be in watching a movie, if you see some shape or something that like, oh my God, that could be a bit fun. I think I ruined my whole like TV watching experience because everywhere I see shapes and letters, the things are not the same as before. Um, but yeah, I also, when I go out, I've been like, I didn't post on Instagram, but a couple of days ago, I went for a dinner with some friends here, and we ordered some fruit beer. It was some with strawberry and something. And oh my God, the packaging was so amazing. The lettering, it was like vintage bits, maybe some French style from 50, 60 years ago. I'll definitely post later in the stories. It was such an amazing, I was like making pictures of the beer, and everyone was looking at me like, what are you doing? So yeah, it happened like, and I can see just the shape and develop a letter from that. And so
Mm.
it doesn't really, kind of, there are no rules. The one thing I try not to do is actually be too much on Pinterest.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't want big ideas from other people because it happened to me like other people picked some of my ideas and I didn't like it, and I don't want to do it.
Right.
So yeah, I try to stay away from Pinterest. It's hard, but I try to stay out of it. Yeah. What
I find a lot.
combining?
Um, yeah, no, the same thing for me, but like I really enjoy looking at magazines, like the architectural magazines, Vogue. Like I could just dive in, like the way they have like their layouts and
Yeah,
the
that's always interesting. Yeah,
beautiful. So that's where I pull a lot of my inspiration from. It's
on the
not off the screen. Like,
yeah. I mean, I mean, there's so many fun designers right now, and that's for me, it's really a good thing, because I don't know, we are contributing to it. It's an industry, and I think it's something more popular than ever before. There's a lot of really, really great designers, but there's also a lot of people who, I don't know, I mean, it will sound maybe a bit bad, but whenever I try to do a font, I try to bring something new,
right.
and not everyone does that. So, um, for example, that was the reason, a couple of years back, the prices were so low. And I just decided like, okay, I'm not following the trend. I'm not going to sell a font for €9, $9 or $5. I even stopped using some of the marketplaces that were actually like kind of subscription based, and then someone actually gets your font for $1, and it's just not,
It's so much work that
yeah,
it's
it's
hard.
definitely not something I want to do. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't happen overnight. This is like super technical.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's so many things that you actually put into it. And yeah, well, at least when it comes to me, I try to bring something new, whether it's a different kind of ligatures or a different shape, or in the last font, well, before the clit was formed. I try to play now with different contrasts. So, if, for example, I should have an F, you will have just the middle line like completely thin. Everything else will be like bold, and it's different, you know.
Right.
So I try to do that. Yeah.
Your fonts are very, very unique. I love about your work because you don't see it everywhere. It's not like, oh, well, this font looks similar to this one. It's all very, very, very creative.
No, I mean, I try to do it because of myself, you know. Otherwise, I I said it last time when I was talking here, and like I admire the people that can actually do just serif fonts, for example, or just the handwritten fonts.
Mhm.
I would get bored to death,
Me-
like completely. Like I don't know. I have to open my profile right now, but I think like the last four typefaces I have are completely different. Yeah, I have the Rockfall, which is a completely bold font with some cool ligatures. Then I did the Boxroom, which is like a serif with contrast and different kind of shapes. Then I did the Refugio and then the holiday one. So I couldn't do it, you know, like I even try not to do two serif fonts in a row. So
Yeah, no, that's a very good way to mix it up because even working on one font, by the middle of it, it's like, ugh, I'm so tired of
y-
working on this.
yeah, yeah. I
Font.
mean,
That's
so
why I went so, you know, extreme with Avava because I'm like, okay, no more high contrast. Let's go low contrast.
yeah,
I just,
yeah, like now I'm going something different. Yeah.
but it's been fun doing it that way. That's why I was like, okay, I've heard that once
Yeah.
you know the rule. So, you know, I am so excited to get it out. I can't wait to
Yeah.
to get.
Honestly, I cannot wait to see it. I've seen like the thin version. You've posted like, I believe the middle one, like the regular, and it looks so good and cannot wait to see it really. I mean, I know how much effort it takes, and I really appreciate all other fun designers. It's been like, you know, you
Right.
just can't do it because you know all the work that goes into it. Even though we don't have clients, we don't have all those crazy requests and everything, but there's so much technical work that goes into it if you want to do it right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It is very different from doing brand design.
Yeah,
Uh,
completely different. Yeah. I
But
mean, I'm not saying easier or harder, but it's just a different thing. Yeah.
it's nice for me because I just get to just dive into something and just not come up and it's not any tweaks from
Yeah.
I just like a client, but whenever I would have like, Victor or another type designer that knows what they're looking at and what would look better than applying it like that. It's a totally different animal
Yeah.
whenever
Yeah.
I'm versus
I'm
this,
definitely.
which is it's better for me. I so much rather be a type designer than brand design because it's just I just really love the process. I love everything about it.
Yeah. Do you do branding at all, or it's just like type design right now?
Very, very little. I mean, it would be like for like friends or family or something like that.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
get my logo done. I'm like, okay, but mostly it's just all fun. And, I'm really
Understood.
I had a call, then I had to
Ah,
stop.
okay, okay.
But I would really like to beef up my website. I want to get more products on there. I just, you know, like we've been talking about, it takes a while to do kids and font design, you know.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing. I understand. Yeah. But how do you actually manage it? I was always like, I saw Jen Wagner with like traveling with two kids, and I was like, oh my God, I would not be able to do that. Like, how do you manage like to actually separate things like work and family and the kids and
It's it is really tough because whenever they're out for the holidays or the summertime, mom works from home. So it's like, Mom, wait, can you stop and give me this? Or I'm hungry, or I want,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh my gosh, I'm so tired of staying at home. Can we go somewhere? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I am trying so hard. So what I have to do is wake up before anyone else gets up, which is really like 4 o'clock in the morning to have those hours without
Oh,
being
wow.
to get the work done. And then, 'cause it's like whenever they're off of school, they get up at like, 9, 10, maybe, unless we would have something to do, like a sports activity or something, then we have to
Yeah,
get up earlier. But they wake up late. I'm like, okay, y'all stay up as late as y'all watch some of the
yeah,
sports.
just
Like,
sleep.
I can work
Yeah,
morning. And it's just a struggle because, like you're trying to stay up with your kids watching movies until midnight, 1 o'clock, and then you have to get up at 4 or 5 to do font
yeah.
designs.
I can imagine. Yeah,
Dark,
yeah, yeah.
the whole down, guzzling coffee, and you know, it's it's difficult. It's not
Well,
easy.
they don't grow old, so no worries. They'll
That's right. But
grow older and you will have more time, I guess.
my daughter is always like, like writing these like pretty letters. And she's like, look, mom, I'm going to be a font signer. So I'm
Oh,
like,
wow, that's so cool.
I'd have you do that. She'd be great. I actually just got her over the summer. Did you ever see it's like groove calligraphy? And it's, like back in the day, we would have the lettering where you would have like the dots and you would trace it.
Oh,
But
okay.
look,
Yeah.
imprinted, it's like, what is it called? Embossed, goes
Yes.
down.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So like that, and like the pen goes into the grooves. So I'm like, that is actually really cool. And whenever I bought that, I was talking to Item, the gelato type,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
and she said that she used to use those as a younger, teenager or whatever. And I'm like, now look, she's a font designer. I'm like, you need to use
Well,
these.
you
It's
never know.
so yeah, those, if your nephew is, loving what you do, those would be like some cool little Christmas presents to give.
Well, I'm not chilled with his handwriting, so I'm not gonna talk about it, but it's a struggle. He's going to school now. Um, yeah, I have later a class of Spanish with him. I'm trying to teach you some Spanish. It's way easier when they're kids, but his handwriting is not his like the strongest thing that he has. So yeah,
Right. And
we'll see about it.
as I said, those books will help.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, but I don't do handwritten fonts anymore, so he might give it a try later. We'll see.
Yeah. It even has like the directions, like kids. I don't know if you're ever around a whole lot of kids that are writing, but they always go from the bottom to the top instead of from the top
Yeah,
down, you know, and
yeah,
type
yeah,
design it the direction the right way. So that's a good way. for-
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't have too many questions today. I had more last time. Let me see. But I mean, we've answered most of it. I had so much pleasure talking to you now, almost an hour now, and
Same.
it's really so much fun.
Yes.
Um, we should definitely do it again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Um, yeah, I'm all for it. I don't know if you have anything else, or we should call it a day. And just, the
Good.
last time I was talking all by myself, like for 45 minutes. And after that, I just went to bed. Like, okay, I need to relax. So this time it was way easier, but I don't know if you have anything else to add or,
No, no, nothing to add. I am gonna go back and work on the above. So
oh, okay.
you
Well,
can go nap or get back to your building your closet.
oh my God, I have to finish that, but I have to next you first in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, it will be like 2 hours Spanish class and then maybe dinner time. I'll see if I'll go on or will stay at home to have dinner and then maybe I'll finish that. I mean, I finished like half of the closet, but then you need to assemble the doors and put them up and it's just like so much time.
Right. Save that for
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, I have to do some work as well. I didn't today. I just prepared the post for Instagram, and that was my full day of work. Nothing else.
I get it. It takes a long time to do that.
Yeah, I absolutely. Well, thank you so much again, Stacy. I mean, I had so much fun. We'll talk definitely again. For you guys, I will be putting up those stories and links uh, to the fun courses. I'll even share the picture of a beer so you can see where all the places that can you find inspiration. And thank you, Stacey, again. And we'll definitely talk more.
Absolutely. Sounds good. Thank you for
Uh,
having me.
Been. Have a great day and have a great day, guys. It'd be nice to have you all here and chat soon again. Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.